Hello, Aries. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your Is It in the Cards? Love Tarot, an oracle card reading. This is a love reading for all Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, we're going to just cut the cards here, the tarot. Now that they've been prepared, we will get right back to those to begin the tarot reading. First, we're going to take an archetype. The first will represent your energy in the relationship. Well, you have the energy of the Queen. It doesn't matter male or female. This can represent you. The light attributes are radiates, regal, feminine, uses benevolent authority to protect others. So if you're kind of the one, I even get like the energy of the movie Stand By Me, like somebody stepping up and kind of putting their arms out. Like, hold on a minute here. Or even if it's something in a meeting, if somebody really attacks another person and you're the one that kind of sort of is the voice of reason and the mediator. I just get that big time. The shadow attributes becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. So we have to watch out for that, because if we tip too much into a good thing, then we can tip the scales, all right? And we don't want those shadow attributes. We want to understand them, yes. We just don't want them showing up. Now, their energy is that of the slave, all right? Light attribute, surrendering power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So this may be somebody who's very optimistic, who says, I have faith. They have an unwavering faith. The shadow attribute is giving willpower to an external authority out of fear of making their own choices. So there's a difference between having a strong faith and allowing others to really dictate their life. So I do feel like with this, again, the shadow attribute is more of a word of caution. All right, your energy is represented by the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles. Their energy is represented by the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. The advice is the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like we have to be careful a little bit here with this Seven of Swords, watching out for perhaps some jealousy or somebody in the midst that I feel like there may be, I get like the saboteur, the archetype of the saboteur in this. Somebody that tells one or both of you, tries to warn you, and it's not real. Okay, they say, we got to watch out for this. And it might actually be coming towards them. All right, where somebody kind of badmouths you. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to tell you because it's in the cards. But I do feel like you have love here. Now, of course, we love the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It's very harmonious. But like I said, I feel like you have somebody who wants to drive a wedge between the two of you. There's something about that, but love will overcome. So you have here, you're attracting a soulmate. If you are single right now, I heard soulmate, like you're both very fit. Good for you if that's the case. That's exactly right. You're going to enjoy the gym together. That Nine of Pentacles, if you've been more focused on money or the physical body or even getting your life under control, if you've had a lot of clutter and junk and you're like, I got to straighten this place up. If somebody came over here, it'd be embarrassing, or I'd have a lot of splaining to do. With that Nine of Pentacles, you're going to be feeling your best, looking your best. Your social calendar is going to be full too. I feel like you're going to have a lot of invitations. Now, ultimately, with the Lovers, it's an energy of choices, but it's telling you that you're bringing in, and I do feel like you're bringing in a King of Wands. I had somebody tell me once in a comment, oh, hell no, not the King of Wands. Why wouldn't you? They're sexy, they're confident, there's somebody who will be leveled up and ready for you. So with the energy of the Lovers here, you've got the matchmaker of the tarot, so we've got to believe in that. Put yourself out there, but that Ace of Pentacles says it's a match meant to last. This is one meant to run the distance, to be somebody who will be in your life for a long, long time. And I do feel like they're very complimentary. They bring in something extra, something special, where you'll say, this is what was missing from my life. I didn't even realize I had anything missing. This is the one area of my life I'd like to improve, and here you go. So I feel like as long as you're feeling good, because this suggests you'd be feeling ready, you're primed, you're pumped. You might find too that you have people who are attracted to you. You're getting lots of friend requests and people trying to follow you. If you've recently changed your profile picture and you've made a more recent picture, I feel like they're going to be coming in left and right towards you. And so with this, your confidence is high, your self-esteem is looking great, and you're in a great place to attract, because when you're here, people will flock towards you. So I feel like all systems are a go, all right? There's no check engine light on your buggy. Now their energy with this Four of Pentacles and that Seven of Pentacles, they might be a bit indecisive or slow to act. With the King of Wands, that does take somebody who takes a lot of action, but I feel like the other two kind of sandbag that energy. It's not completely all systems go. So there may be something about them too, if they're working on some kind of project, that it's really owning their life. I see somebody with like they're painting and they're not the greatest of painters. And I don't mean that artistically, I mean like rollers. Okay, so if they've recently bought a house, or maybe their house was subject to some sort of damage and they're trying to figure something out. I just feel like whatever it is, they have something on their mind that's caused them to not be as available as I feel like they'd even like to be. But what I like about it is it's somebody who's responsible. They're not like, I am just going to ditch this, to hell with that, I met a hottie, I'm going to go over here now. This is somebody that you'll be able to trust. And I feel like even watching them navigate this circumstance in their life will really let you know that. If they're a business owner, they might be swamped with the business. It reminds me of an accountant during tax season, where they're like, I really, and I feel like they're going to be earnest with you. Like they'll say, I really want to get to know you better. I want this to go in a direction where it's going to expand, but I've got to take care of this first. Their priorities are important, and I like that because it shows their integrity. With that King of Wands, though, they may keep in touch quite a bit through text. Very flirtatious text. You wake up in the morning and they're telling you you're hot already. Hey, let it come in. Why not? But I do feel like with the Four of Pentacles, that is an energy, a bit of closed off energy, but it really is about discipline and order. And so I feel like I keep hearing first things first, that they really understand that they can't be in two places at once. They can't be somebody that doesn't have it to give away, because I feel like you meet them in a time where they're kind of in the middle of something, some kind of situation. If they're going through a divorce, they may be clear about that and say married is married. I have no issue with that. If it's somebody that says, I really don't want my ex, I don't want to get involved with this and have it become a problem where I can't just be free and clear and easy. So I feel like you let them wrap things up and you're going to be good as gold with this person, because I do feel like that King of Wands says that they're going to be very compatible. You might find you have a bit of lust in your heart with this person, that you get those sort of breadcrumb snippet type of energy. But I feel like it's not with any, I was going to say malintent, I guess. Okay. It's not with any negative intent. It has something to do with their obligations. So I mentioned before this little bugger right in the middle. How dare he show up here? I feel like too, there's sort of this frenetic energy, and it comes to me more from them, and also your ability to kind of see the timing. You know, the universe has perfect timing, and it's like, if it's there now, it will be there. The Ten of Pentacles, I feel like their real MO here is to be able to, they see this as having a lot of potential and a lot of good. Or if you're with them already, they're trying to not give you the scraps. They really want to honor the commitment. I feel like it's such a priority for them. With that Ten of Pentacles, that's where they want to live with you. They want to be in the place of being able to look at you like you're the only person and the only priority in the world. So they may communicate that too. I hope they do, because with that Seven of Swords, you may have to be very forward about communicating and reminding them how important that will be. Now with the Eight of Wands, you do have communication. So if you haven't heard from somebody and it's like, where the hell did they go? I do feel like they're going to come back up, and they are going to have a good explanation. All right, whatever this thing is that they're dealing with, I do feel like it's something worth considering. I feel like it's not their character. It's like some obligation. It's more their character is why, in terms of a positive, that they don't just leave people in situations high and dry. So I do feel like it's in the cards, but you got to have some communication here, especially too with the Eight of Wands. That can make you, I heard, feel like rapture, I guess. But I feel like with this, it's saying it wants to move forward. And there's an energy here that says it will, but you might have to pick make some parameters, okay? Make even some exceptions in some case. I always tell you, don't settle, but I wouldn't say it's settling as much as it's like extending some grace and understanding. And we've got embrace this much deserved time of happiness. So I feel like, yes, they're trying to tell you good things are coming. I love you, Aries. I'll be back again soon.